What's up? I'm JJ and welcome to this video. We have got some things to do. A few hours ago, I was just scrolling on Ravelry and I came across a pattern that caught my eye. It was a hat pattern and it said something about Winter Olympics 2026. And that caught my eye because I am obsessed with the Olympics. Most people around me know that when the Olympics are on, winter or summer, doesn't really matter, I am watching it. I'm watching it constantly. I don't usually allow a whole lot of TV in my house for my daughters, but when the Olympics is on, that rule is out the door. The Olympics is on 24/7. We are watching TV. TV's on, and I'm watching it. So, I have to make this hat. It's like a knit hat with the ear flap hat. I don't know. And so I saw this pattern, and then I looked up the real thing. Obviously, I'm not going to buy the real thing because I can make the real thing, but also I'm not going to buy the real thing because it's Ralph Lauren and I believe it is $328. So, I'm pretty sure my yarn will come out to like $12, maybe? Probably less than that. And in fact, I actually have most of the yarn already. The yarn that I'm going to have to buy is probably going to be like $3. So I'm making this hat. And I definitely plan to finish it before the opening ceremonies, which is February 6th. Let's see, today is January 6th, so I have exactly a month to finish this hat. That should be no problem. In the time between Christmas and New Year's, I knit 2.5 hats. 3? 2.5. 2.5. So theoretically, this should be easy. But I'm a pretty busy gal, and that time between Christmas and New Year's was pretty not busy. But this is a big priority for me. I have to finish this, so I'm just gonna say it's not gonna be a problem. But we're gonna do it, and we're gonna finish it before February 6th. Here's the plan. I already have, like, basically the perfect colors. I have this dark blue, and I have this red. I need a white, and I don't have a white, so I'm planning on going to Hobby Lobby probably tomorrow to pick it up. I don't really need it yet. I'm planning on starting this pattern tonight, and I really just need the blue for a while. Ear flaps, and then ribbing, and then a little bit later comes the actual color work. So these colors are pretty perfect. They're both Hobby Lobby, anti-pill. I've used it so many times. I literally have just used it for these hats that I'm actually currently in the middle of making hats for all my family, but this is more important. So I have these two. I need to get a white. I usually don't like white, but that's what this pattern is. And actually, I'm not using the pattern that I found. I'm fairly certain that the pattern that I found is a little bit different than the actual, like the Fair Isle pattern. Looks slightly different, and based on, it is a free pattern. So I might use it for partially for the ear flaps. So first things first, I think I want to chart out the actual Fair Isle pattern. I know it's a repeat of 12, and I don't know exactly how many times they do it, but I know that with this yarn, with the size needle that I plan on using, 96 stitches will be perfect. And it's a repeat of 12, so that'll be 8 each, and then I'll try and center it where there's a nice snowflake right in the middle of my forehead. Because the only thing that will be different, well, I mean, obviously some things will be different, but the main visible thing that will be different is obviously the Olympic patch, which I did look for on Amazon, but they don't sell that, which I guess makes sense. So that's the plan. Finished. I'm going to show you. There we go. It's a little bit confusing, and I'm probably going to redo it on the computer, but I was using my computer at the moment, so I couldn't do that, and it was fun. I don't know. I had a good time, actually. Maybe it was fun. I don't even need this yet. Like I said, I can't even start this yet. I could get 2 rows into it. That's as far as I could get because I don't have the white. But I need to make the cords, the flaps, the ribbing before I even start the pattern at all. So let's do that. Okay, no, this pattern is wrong. I did notice that it's not technically a Fair Isle pattern because there are like 2 or 3 rows that have 3 colors in them instead of just 2, which kind of annoys me personally, and I guess annoyed them because they changed the pattern to take that out. But I care more about the Olympics than it being a correct Fair Isle pattern, so I'm following mine. Also, I did all that work, so why would I not? But I can appreciate them doing that. Okay, ear flaps. Except they're supposed to curve in a lot. I'm going to examine this picture a lot more and see what I think. If I want to do it by myself or if I want to use their pattern. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to do it myself. Some things. I tried several things. I tried more things. Nothing was really coming out the way I was envisioning. So I decided to try the one from the pattern. So I guess I'll shout out the pattern. It is 2026 Winter Games Team USA Opening Ceremonies Hat. Reverse engineered by Susan Rainey of the Rainey Sisters. So I'm using the ear flap cast on, but other than that, I'm doing what I want to do. But it is coming out like I wanted. It has like a bit of a I-cord edge, which is like what I was trying to do. And I'm only this far, but I think that it'll lie flat, and maybe it's just their picture. I'm sure, you know what? Their picture is probably just like laying down flat in a way that the Ralph Lauren one is not, and that's why it looks so curved. I think this is great. They did a great job. She did a great job. I'm gonna do this. I do think I'm gonna start over because I didn't quite know what I was doing at first. Even though I don't think that I messed up, but just like for my own mental sake, I'm gonna start over. It's way too late. I should have stopped at 1, but I didn't. I did both. Here they are. Here are the ear flaps. This is the first one I did. I think this is going to be the right side, although I'm kind of bummed. I'm a little bit too tired to really think this through all the way. But what I was originally thinking was that I was going to do a cable cast on. But that makes sense. Do like backwards, and then in that case, like I still have this one attached to the yarn, so I can do that. But if I did that, I would need to do it with both, and in that case, I would need more yarn. So I wished I had thought of that beforehand, but now I'm like, do I need to do that? Because I could do like the backwards loop, but that's not very stretchy. I'll do some research, but at this point it's super late and I should have stopped a long time ago, but I'm just too pumped because I know I'm gonna go to bed and I'm gonna still research what I need to do. So I'm excited about it. So as you saw, I did get some white yarn. I was able to go to Hobby Lobby today. I was only able to work on it like a little bit during the day. And then actually what I did, I had to undo and redo because I tried some different things for casting on to finish off the round. You know what I mean? And I don't know what I was thinking last night. Like I said, I was very tired and wasn't thinking clearly because what I was saying didn't really make sense. And also, like I said, I went and looked up some videos in bed. So I did some like cable cast-ons with like knits and pearls to make like a nice cabled not cabled, ribbed cast on, and it looks fantastic. But the first time that I did it, I accidentally mixed up the knits and the purls because it's in the round and it's not straight, so it's the other side. So anyway, I only did like the cast on and then like maybe 2 rows, and then I realized like it doesn't look good, and I figured that was why, but I wasn't quite sure because I've never done this cast on before. But then I did it the other way, and it looks so good. Like, it looks so good, I would say. Better than Lauferoren. Here's what we got so far. I just finished the first row out of 4 that has 3 colors in a row, and that is kind of annoying, but it wasn't that bad. I think it's very pretty. I transferred the chart over to Stitch Fiddle, although even that was like really confusing because obviously I want the center of the hat to be like lined up where it should be, and the chart that I made was just like based on what I thought was nice. I think I put like the snowflake in the middle or something like that, and that is not what I had to do based on like where the beginning of my round is, because I put the beginning of my round like on the back of the ear. So that's what I did. So it was just like so much mental calculation to figure out like where my chart needs to start to get the middle in the middle where I want it to be. But I did it, and it's looking great, and it's correct. So I was worried it's going to be too small, but I think it's going to be great because we all know I make big hats. So if I make a small hat, it's going to fit me. Ear flaps. Fantastic. Good placement. I also based the ear flaps placement like off of the other pattern, but our stitch counts are different, but I just like took off the same amount in the front and back, and it's lovely. It's pretty perfect, I would say. I love it. I love it so much. I'm so obsessed with this hat. I am gonna wear it all the time. And my husband is apparently also obsessed with this hat and wants one now. Oh my gosh. I realized today, I don't know how I missed this before, but I realized today that Team USA is also wearing like knit sweaters. So we'll see if I do another video. A sweater seems like a lot. Like, I'm only just now finishing my second sweater that I've ever done, and it's like super bulky and it's taken me like way too long. So if I did a sweater, it would be from this exact same yarn, so that would take way longer. But I'm like, but I have to, you know? I simply have to. And it goes with the hat. It has like the same type of pattern. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. So I'll be thinking on that. We'll see how long this takes me. Yeah, I think I'm done for the night. It's quite late. I am pretty close to halfway through my color chart. Maybe like a third. Yeah. I'm more like a third away through it. 3/5? We can give it 3/5. Doesn't matter? No. Okay, no, I'll tell you, because this has numbers. I just finished round 10 of 28. So that would be 5 out of 14. There you go. Perfect. I'm over a third. Nice. Okay, I honestly do just want to keep working on it. If I had been able to get started earlier in the day, I'm sure I would have finished this chart easily because I'm having so much fun. But I need to go to bed because I need to be a responsible adult and mother. Okay, gotta put it down, put it away, go to bed. Clean up the coffee that I spilled all over the floor. I usually only film at night after my daughters go to bed, but I was working on the hat, and I did 5 more rows, and I just realized that my pattern was wrong for the very first row that I did today. So last night I started like at the end of this blue peak. Yeah. And the one, I think it's the one right after that white. Oh, also me and my daughter painted our nails this morning. That white stitch, there are like 2 there, but the first one should be red. I'm really annoyed because that's literally everything that I've done today. I'm gonna go undo everything I did today and start over if I can. It's about time to make dinner. I was able to frog until I got to where I thought I needed to be, and then when I started that row, I was like, wait, something's weird. And turns out I had another mistake. I'm just glad that I realized it then, so I had to go back only one more row, thankfully. And looking at my pattern, I guess I just never like stepped back and just like looked at it, like my chart, because like it was so obvious. Most of the picture is supposed to be mirrored, top to bottom, and it was very obvious that it wasn't. It's not that I worked so long on it today, like it didn't take me that long to do, what was it, like 4 or 5 rows? But it felt like a lot, and to just completely lose it all was a little devastating when I'm trying to whip this hat out. That's the goal, because now I'm thinking that I need to make a sweater, so gotta start that ASAP. So anyway, I'm back to even before where I was last night, and just these next few rows are kind of annoying because there are 4 rows that have 3 colors in them, and those are just kind of annoying to do. That's like this whole middle section. Once I'm through with that, I think it'll fly by, but I'm really hoping I'll be able to finish the chart tonight, but I don't know. If I hadn't made that mistake on the chart, I would be finished right now, for sure, but I did, and I'm not finished, but I have to go to bed. But I finished like the main part of the chart. I just have like this part, but up here, and then like 2 more rows of like alternating white and navy. So I finished like the main part, and I think it looks so good. Oh my gosh, it looks even better on camera. Wow. Let's do a little try on. I already tried it on, so I know it fits. It looks very small, and it was making me nervous that I was like doing it too tight. But it's great actually, because we know I have a small head. I think like it could be bigger, but also it's absolutely fine. And with like a little bit of wear, I'm sure that it will even like stretch out a lot. But like it's not tight at all. It just like, I feel like a hat with ear flaps, like it's fine if it's like big too. You know what I mean? I really wanted to finish the chart today. I've done 21 out of 28 rows, so I only have 7 rows left. Finished! I mean, obviously not finished, but I finished the chart. The chart is done. It's so beautiful. I love it so much. Have I said that before? I don't know. All I have left is the crown. Also, if you hear little whines, it is not my children. We're actually dog sitting for the night. Come here. Come here. Need to do it. So yeah, just for the night. We don't have any pets. Just a bunch of cats that live outside that I do not claim. I do not own. I do not feed. They just are in my backyard pretty much all the time. I want to get some fish. That's what I really want. Anyway, he's a sweetie, and he's here for the night, so if he weren't here, I would probably just go ahead and finish this hat, but because he's here, he's kind of been hanging out with me, and I feel like I should go to bed so that he feels like he can go to bed. But yeah, I'm like super pumped. I've been thinking for a while about what I should do for the crown because it's pretty long. Yeah, pretty long. I am thinking, after a very minor amount of research, I was looking at some different options, and I typically do like a spiral brim with like 6 or 8 sections. And then the last couple of hats that I've done that are like all basically the same hat, I've done, I did like, I guess like vertical, basically like where it makes an X. I definitely don't want to do that on this one. So I was thinking a spiral, but I was like, that's gonna take up so much space. Maybe I could like not do like straight knit rounds between each decrease round. But then I was looking at Roxanne Richardson's YouTube, and I've used her videos quite a number of times for various things. Her videos are amazing and very helpful. And she had like 5 different ways to decrease a beanie. So like exactly what I was looking for. And I think I'm gonna do one that's for like just the last inch of it. And I think that'll be perfect because it is like so near to the top what I need anyway. I'm like slightly worried that it's gonna be like a little bit bunchy, but I kind of have an idea because hers has essentially. Anyway, I'm gonna quit here because this guy is sleepy. So super pumped. I have quite a number of ends to leave in. But one more look. Here's the inside. Looks pretty nice, honestly. I'm like very happy with it.
3 weeks later.
Pardon my voice. We are long overdue for an update. I finished knitting the hat, and then I don't know. I just stopped. And I know I started all of this on January 6th because it was exactly a month till the opening ceremonies of the Olympics. Today is February 2nd. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that it was like so, oh my gosh, okay. It's okay, we can do it. I only have one more step, I hope. So here's what I did. I don't actually even know where my hat is, like currently. Like I know I saw it today. But I was in a bag, I put it in a different bag. What bag did I put it in? I don't know, so I need to find it. But here's what I just did. I made the I-cords, I guess a while ago. That like I did do that. Finished the hat, I made the I-cords, and then I stopped. All I did was take some of this red yarn. I did think about getting embroidery thread, and that honestly probably would have been easier, better, but I didn't. I already had this. So I wanted it to be really thin, just like the picture. I'm trying to make it pretty much as close as I can. So I just separated the individual strands to single strands. And and then I made my I-cord, like I did one long I-cord, and then here's the thing, the only thing that I'm worried about at this point
Is my plan is to snip it in the middle and hopefully it'll fray. Not fray, but you know, unknit. Like the picture, because the picture has this like kind of tassely ends. And the only thing I'm slightly worried about is that it's all going one way. So like, will it be different going one way than the other? I suppose we can find out right now. But yeah, just wrapped it around. Kind of made it look like the picture. That's all I got. So I guess without further ado, gotta cut it in half. See what happens. Let's see. Why didn't I think this through at all? It's not going to get multiple strands, it's going to get one strand that's made out of a strand of yarn. Honestly, at this point, okay, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to cut off a little more. Boom. And then, we're going to cut this. Boom. Then we're going to cut this. Is this going terribly? Yep, that's going terribly. Oh my gosh. It's so short. Oh.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Why did I ever think that that was gonna work in the slightest? Might have to be happy with that. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. What else? I had nothing. Like, I don't know what else I would do. Oh, I'm pretty upset about this. That was so stupid. I'm sad. But here's the plan. We're gonna use these. We might figure out something, how to fix it later. Because my mind isn't working right now. But I just so badly want to finish this. And I need to finish this. So, if I just thought about it for like 3 seconds. But okay, I'm gonna try and find my hat. Where is my hat? I'm gonna try and find my hat. I'm gonna sew it on. I think I'm gonna do that. This wrapping, super annoying. So I like really don't want to do that again. And I just really don't even know what I would do differently. Not differently, but like how would I get tassels out of the end of that? Any ideas? Let me know. But for now, we're just putting it on. I'm gonna put them on. I'm gonna sew these up. Sew them where they go. Weave in my ends. Hopefully I'll be able to do that tonight. Maybe. Or tomorrow. And that'll be it. So next time you see me, this hat is gonna be done. Done. Did it. It's done. I might change it, but it's done. I'm pretty sure I like literally just said that tomorrow maybe I'll do this part, but turns out I had woven in all the ends and putting them on was super easy. So I just did it and I was like, well, let's do this. I just changed my shirt because obviously I had to wear my Atlanta Olympics shirt because it's like my favorite shirt and it's the Olympics. It is cold. So the hat fitting on also, it could probably use a good steam. But yeah, hat very fitting for the Winter Olympics. Shirt more of a Summer Olympics. So we're a little, mismatched, but that's okay. Okay, so here's my hat. Overall, I really like it. I might change a couple things, as you could kind of tell from the last time. So I adore the pattern. Looks so good, came out so good. I like just the design of the hat. Obviously, like, I didn't design the hat, but they did a good job. so that's cool. I'll show you the inside. Looks pretty nice in there. I just love the way inside stuff looks, so I like to show it. Ooh, I'm cold. But yeah, the only thing, I really think these are fine. I like the length of these. These are freaking long. And I knew that. I made them intentionally long, so I was like, so I can just cut off however much I need to. And then I didn't do that at all, and I made them as long as possible. So really they should be more like here. And that being the case, like, maybe I can figure out a way to like fix these ends to where they're more tassel-y and then redo the wraps just while it's still on here, not have to take it off at all, because that would be annoying. But yeah, what else? I don't know. My husband wants one. I was like kind of planning on making his before the Olympics started, but it doesn't really look like that's gonna happen. But probably at some point. I mean, pretty basic hat, just following a chart. So it wasn't that hard. Wait for yarn, went pretty fast. I recommend, I love it. Definitely wearing this on February 6th. I will be on my couch or at a friend's house watching the opening ceremonies. 100%, because that's where I always am during the Olympics. Sorry, I'm starting to shiver because I'm cold. Anything else to say? I don't know. This has been a fun project. It's just so pretty. Now I wish, why did I wait so long to do this? This literally took me like half an hour. Not long at all. And that was like me going slow. I mean, not the whole I cord. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, thank you for coming along with me. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you at the Olympics 2028. Oh my gosh, I would love to go. That would be awesome. Ooh, I also want to say, this is also, and actually talking to my mother, has made me think, are there other knit projects, knit hats, knit sweaters that they've done in previous Olympics? Yeah, because my mom was like, well now, like every time that they have a Winter Olympics, you're going to have to knit that hat. And I was like, I don't know if they're going to have a knit hat every single time. And probably not. But then we were both like, but they probably have in the past. So I might have to go in the backlog and see what that's about. That could be a definite possibility. The sweater is still on my mind. Obviously, it's not going to happen before the opening ceremonies or any time during these Olympics. It's still there. I put it on a list of potential things because I really do love that sweater. And to have a sweater that goes with my hat, what could be better? Okay, I really need to buy this. This is bothering me. How it's just like, that's annoying. That's an easy fix. But right now, we're just gonna stretch it. Okay. That is it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in the next one.